If you miss what's in this explainer, you will be left behind by the single greatest reset of the American financial system in modern history. Pay close attention.
They finally admitted it. You know, while everyone was distracted by the usual noise, the White House went ahead and released its official blueprint for America's new financial system. And here's the twist that nobody saw coming. It's not being built on Wall Street's old rusty rails. No, it's being built on open, public blockchains and dollar-backed stablecoins. This isn't just some memo. This is the literal foundation for Silicon Valley 2.0. And by the end of this, you are going to understand the entire plan that's already in motion.
So, what are we looking at here? This is it. This is the official document. The initiative is called Strengthening American Leadership in Digital Financial Technology. So you can forget all the rumors and the speculation. This is now the stated, signed policy of the United States government. It is the bedrock for everything that's coming next. Okay, let's break this down, because these 4 points, they represent an absolutely massive shift in policy. For years, the government's stance was, skeptical at best. Now, the White House is officially promoting open networks. They're supporting stablecoins. They are endorsing self-custody, which means you and only you control your own assets. And they're protecting peer-to-peer transactions. This literally changes the entire game. But look, a policy shift this huge doesn't just appear out of thin air. It all started in a very critical, closed-door meeting that set the entire stage for this blueprint. So for 2 hours, President Trump was locked in a room with a dream team of crypto and finance. And just look at this list. We're talking about the leadership from Ripple, Coinbase, Fidelity, PayPal, plus major banking groups. The goal was simple. Use private sector solutions to make sure the US dollar stays dominant in the new digital world. This was nothing less than a strategy session to build America's next financial infrastructure.
We are tracking the fallout from these high-level meetings constantly. If you want the insider updates the moment they happen, way before they hit the mainstream news, scan that QR code on your screen or use the link in the description to join our Telegram. It is the absolute fastest way to get this information. Now, that meeting, it wasn't just a friendly chat. It ended with an ultimatum. It started a ticking clock that is counting down right now.
And there it is. The White House has set a hard deadline, February 2026. By that date, the big banks and the crypto firms have to reach a deal on how stablecoin rewards are going to be handled. The yield you can earn. The traditional banks, they hate this. They see high yields as a threat and they want to regulate them into oblivion. A deal must be reached.
So you got to ask, right? What happens if they don't hit that deadline? Well, it's pretty simple. The entire U.S. crypto market structure bill, it stalls. Everything is on the line. And that right there gives the crypto firms a massive amount of leverage to get this done on their terms.
All right, before we break down the specific technology that insiders believe has already been chosen to power this new system, I need to be blunt. If you are watching this without a subscription, you are missing the critical alerts. The algorithm will hide this content next week. Click subscribe right now to stay on the timeline and navigate this reset with the facts from Crypto Global News.
So we have the problem, we have the deadline. But the White House isn't starting from scratch here. They are looking at a very specific, pre-vetted technology that's already been publicly named by the financial elite.
And this is where the picture gets crystal clear. Kevin Warsh, a former Fed governor, top nominee for the next Fed chair, he co-authored a paper for the Hoover Institution. And in that paper, he specifically names XRP as a private blockchain solution that can handle transfers way more efficiently. You have a leading voice in American finance, maybe the next Fed chair, already on record pointing to this exact technology.
And here's why. When you put it side by side, it's not even a fair fight. The old legacy rails take days to settle a payment. They cost a fortune, and access is restricted. The XRP Ledger, it settles in seconds. It costs fractions of a penny, and it's open for business 24/7. For a global reserve currency, the choice here is, well, it's obvious. So, this seems to be the technology they're moving forward with. But I really want to know what you think. Is the XRP Ledger the right choice to replace the old system? After this, head over to our community post and drop your analysis. I'll be in the comments reading through them.
And if you need any more proof of how deep these connections go, just consider this. Rajan, the former chief economist of the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, now sits on the board for a new stablecoin project from Ripple. This just shows how deeply intertwined this company is with the absolute highest levels of the global financial system.
So let's zoom out for a second. Let's look at the grand strategy here. This whole intricate plan, all these moving parts, it's all designed to achieve one single, incredibly important objective.
$3.7 trillion. That's the number you need to remember. That's the size of the stablecoin market that the U.S. Treasurer and the Secretary of Commerce are projecting by 2030. This isn't just about crypto anymore. This is about using stablecoins built on American technology to make damn sure the U.S. dollar remains the world's reserve currency for the next 100 years.
And you better believe the big money is already making its move to get ready for this shift. After all those recent exchange hacks that totaled over $1.4 billion, institutional money is flooding into something called closed-loop custody. Think of these as premium, fortress-like accounts that block any unauthorized wallet connections. It's how they're building a secure environment for the trillions that are about to pour into this new system.
So, the blueprint is public, the technology has been named, and the deadline is set. But everything we've just covered? That's only phase 1. The real question is, what is phase 2? Well, that's exactly what we break down in our next explainer, which you can see on your screen right now. Go ahead and click on it, and I'll see you there.
Stay ahead in the crypto market. Subscribe now for the latest global news and updates.